everybody. Welcome to the HappyCast end of year holiday Christmas spectacular office party. We've invited all of our employees of the podcast, all the listeners, all the friends of the pod are here to celebrate yet another successful year of the podcast. I'm Brian. Of course, I'm joined by this guy over here, the one and only Ben. Ben, how are you?
Let it go.
No, Ben, that doesn't that doesn't make sense because that's a callback to something that happened before we didn't know we were recording.
Oh, wait. We didn't do the thing we were supposed to ask. Are we recording?
Oh, yes. We are we recording now? We are recording now.
The red light is blinking. We are recording in our usual place. The the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee.
Of course, home of the pod.
Always. And we are here for our, like you said, annual Christmas, holiday, winter extravaganza party. All cold holidays are welcome here. Trying to think of more.
You know, just all of them. If it happens at the end of the year, we're here to celebrate it. We're all about it. There's a bowl of punch in the corner. We got some games set up for later on in the pod.
Including, we have the white elephant set up, right? When you throw a party, the thing you're supposed to do nowadays is you ask AI, "Hey AI, I'm throwing a Christmas, winter, holiday extravaganza office party. Got any fun suggestions?" And the first thing we got was play a white elephant.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my favorite holiday game, but it's popular. I'll give it that. I've also Is White Elephant the most common name for that game? Because I've heard it called other things, your Yankee Swap, Nasty Christmas, all that, but White Elephant seems to be the default.
Well, see, one, Yankee Swap, we're both in the South, so I feel like that'd be not accurate for us.
Sure.
So we can't call it that. What was the other one? Dirty Christmas?
Nasty Christmas.
Nasty Christmas. See, that sounds weird. I don't know about that one. I've heard Dirty Santa, but we've had Santa on the show before. And remember, we are including him, hoping that... Oh, yeah, this is an aside, Brian. No one else listen. All listeners, just mute for a second. Remember, we're trying to get the foreclosure statements or the property, whatever it is, for Santa's Workshop from Orson Slade, our former podcast owner, producer, billionaire.
Not friend of the pod.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to get it back from him in this white elephant. So Santa's in here too. Okay, sorry.
Okay, all right. Of course, man of the hour, jolly old Saint Nick is here. Thank you for coming by, Santa.
He's just sitting in the corner drinking some punch quietly.
Okay, very. We are recording, so I do appreciate him respecting the recording process.
I did see him laugh quietly earlier, and his belly did shake like a bowl full of jelly.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Was he laughing at something on the podcast or an unrelated thing?
He was looking at his phone.
Oh.
So hopefully
probably
us.
Probably some dank memes.
Yeah, Santa loves those dank memes.
Yeah, he does. That's a big part of the Santa mythology. 1, delivers presents to all the good girls and boys. 2, loves milk and cookies. 3, admirer of dank memes.
So if you have Santa coming to visit your house this Christmas, make sure to leave out the dankest of memes for Santa to enjoy.
And some memes for him to enjoy. Print them out and leave it under the glass of milk and cookies so he can take it with him. And I think he compiles like a meme scrapbook at the end of the year.
Ooh. Oh, I kind of want to see a meme scrapbook. If someone had been putting those together yearly to see the direction they've changed and the style of them. Oh, maybe
sure.
One of those is a white elephant gift this year.
Oh, sure. Yeah, back in my day, Ben, memes were just like these cats that wanted hamburgers, but now I don't even know. I don't even know what memes are these days.
Also, back in my day, the main place I heard the word meme was on the second episode of the reboot of Doctor Who.
Really?
The villain was called like the something meme. It's the one where Britney Spears' Toxic plays, and there's a lady who's just a big old stretched trampoline of skin.
Oh, yeah. I really liked the Christopher Eccleston season of Doctor Who. That was fun.
It was good, but I mean, David Tennant. Anyway, that's not
We're
Christmas. Oh, they
not
do have Christmas specials, so
we're not here to rank the top 5 Doctor Who's.
maybe on the next rank in the 5.
I mean, that would be tough for me because I only really know and like 3 of them.
Yeah, me too. No, wait, I kind of know 4.
Oh, I mean, of course there's the Scarf Doctor. Everybody loves Scarf Doctor.
Oh, I mean, I've seen a little bit of the 4th new one, but not all of the 4th new one. Anyway, so I guess, should we draw a few out now or wait till the end of Happy Hour to draw some names out?
Yeah, let's go ahead and knock out the first couple.
All right. So, most of you aren't here. It's really just a couple of us and Santa. Orson Slade's not even here yet. But we did get all of your gifts that everyone sent in, and we will open them for you and then mail them to you. All right. So first up, we have listener Anne. We pulled her name out. Brian, do you want to do the honors and open her gift?
Oh, sure. Let me see. Let's see what's in here. Oh, wow. Would you look at that?
Yeah, it looks like a knitted HappyCast scarf. That was lucky.
That is. What are the odds of that happening?
It might be her own gift. I don't know.
Oh, can you take your own gift? Is that allowed?
Well, they would have to write in before we're done recording.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not our fault that they're not here.
I mean, Memphis is quite a trip for some people to make. We've got listeners all over the country and also in the UK.
No, that is true. How many countries? 2.
2 countries.
2 countries. It looks
hopefully, 2025, Ben, I really hope we break into the Canadian podcast market. I'd love to get a Canadian listener.
I bet. Well, you know what? You know how we can do that? Move to Canada.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it works. We don't just get a new one. We just move someone else there.
Okay. Oh, we just relocate one of our pre-existing listeners.
Yeah.
Sorry, Woot. You've been selected to move to Canada as part of the podcast exchange program.
Well, I mean, I did just pull his name out. Maybe that's what his reward is. Present.
Oh, well, let's open up his gift. Let's see what it is.
It's a lot smaller. It looks like it's a kazoo labeled Professional Podcaster's Backup Mic.
Oh. I've never used a kazoo on a podcast, I don't think. Maybe I
Now,
have.
a harmonica, yes, you have. But
a
a kazoo...
harmonica. Yeah. I never learned the kazoo. I always wanted to, but just, kept putting it off. And now, at the ripe old age of 37, I'm too old to learn the kazoo.
Kazoo, can you?
Just kazoo it.
I've been playing Banjo-Kazooie lately, but that's not important.
Oh, have
and yeah, I've been replaying it.
Oh, maybe that'll come up later in the pod.
Let me pull one more out, and I got Neil Orange Peel, the one who was leaving orange peels in the break room.
Not the bathroom.
Not the bathroom. It's pretty small. Oh, a peelable toy orange with random inspirational quotes inside.
Oh, wow. Let's grab one of these quotes. What's an example of one of the quotes?
You do you.
Oh, wow. Short and to the point. I dig it, I guess.
All right. Well, that's the first 3 gifts. I mean, we don't want to give them all out now. You got to stay till the end of the party. So we will be passing out more presents as we record.
All right. Well, sounds good. In that case, I guess it's time for us to move forward to Happy Hour.
It's Happy Hour again.
Woohoo!
Happy Hour, of course, is the part of the show where we talk about what is making us most happy for the week. Ben? No pressure. I mean, this is maybe the last podcast of the year, so you gotta make it a good one. What's your happy hour today?
Maybe ever. Well, my happy hour is something from last year and this year. It is the New York Times once a year Puzzle Mania special edition.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember if we talked about it on the pod last year or just, on one of our unrecorded phone calls. But, yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
I don't think we were around last year, so I don't think we did.
Oh, you know what? We didn't record any podcast in 2023, did we? Right. I forgot that was one of the dark years.
I found out last year that the New York Times had a special edition that had a mega crossword, one that is basically the size of if you take like a normal newspaper broadsheet and unfold it into its four square version. It's across almost all of that.
Wow.
And another about 2 of those squares on another sheet are reserved for just the clues. They apparently have been doing it the last several years, but I only just then found out. And I quickly ordered an edition of it then and got the entire newspaper for that day and did not want that and threw out most of it and extracted the Puzzle Mania section, which on top of just the giant crossword where you have the chance to win a prize. I mean, I'm not expecting to win the first place $1,000 if you win prize, but there's a better chance of being the second place $25 one to be like, you get a calendar of the New York Times crossword a day or whatever. Cool. I'm happy with that. Or just playing it. That's fun too.
The doing the puzzle is its own reward.
That's true. And also, this is a little dangerous because the Puzzguzz could show up any second. But I'm hoping that we're safe today.
Maybe he's out of town for a holiday.
I hope so. Maybe he's just busy doing the Puzzle Mania at wherever he lives.
That's true. And of course, the Phantom Zone where we banished him to.
Oh, I did not know that Superman 2 or 3 was in the same universe as us.
yeah, that's canon. The podcast has always existed in the Superman 2 universe.
This whole time. Wow. Well, last year we did the giant crossword, not in one day. We did like 30 minutes a day or a night over several nights. Because it's huge.
So, I mean, it's a large puzzle and it takes time to solve, but how's the quality? Do they bring their A game to this big end of your puzzle or is it kind of phoned in?
Oh, overall, it was really good. I remember that there were theme answers that were very long, longer than would normally fit in a crossword. And there was like, I think like a meta theme on top of that, where once you get the theme answers, there was a way to do something and solve it to get like an even secreter answer. And that's what you had to supply to enter to win. That was cool. But because it's so big, you're going to get some crossword-ese, like the Oleos or Arias. That's just going to happen on one that huge. And there weren't so many that I was annoyed. And they had a lot of also this interesting other long fill answers. So I was able to appreciate that. Also in Puzzle Mania, though, there's more puzzles than that. They had, of course, like, not your regular Sudoku, but some of the weird ones that have weird, like, puzzle piece type rules involved. I don't remember entirely what all there was there, but I almost forgot this year that it was Puzzle Mania season. And I ordered it, and it came a couple days ago.
And are they, is it like a limited time printing? Could you just miss the window and not get it?
Oh, no, we got it. We got it for sure. And this time it didn't come with the rest of the newspaper.
Hey, that's a win.
Oh, yeah. The front page of this one, the front of the Puzzle Mania, is a puzzle I've seen sort of before, but this was a newer and more complex variation. They called it a jelly roll.
Like the music artist Jelly Roll?
Is that a music artist? Or is that an
yeah.
anime streaming service?
Maybe it's both. Maybe it's,
no, that's Crunchyroll.
Oh, that's Crunchyroll. Maybe it's like a weird donut from that donut shop you order from. I'll take a Jelly Roll.
It is like that, sort of. It's designed... All right, so it's... I'll try to describe kind of how it makes sense. So it is 2 rows that go on pretty far. 2 rows of words. One is pink, one is yellow. For the jelly roll aspect, I guess. But then instead of it being just a straight row, which would be really boring, they curved that row of words to spiral inwards to a jelly roll shape. And so you have the pink clues and you have the yellow clues, and they're in order. They tell you how many letters each one is. But then there's the jelly roll clues, which zigzags between the pink and yellow rows, where it'll be like 1 pink, 2 yellow, 2 pink. So it's like a rectangular zigzag. And it won't tell you how many letters those are. So it's like a meta puzzle within it. So like we solved, I'll just say a couple of the things. The first pink word we figured out was twist. And the first yellow word was hanger. And then the very first jelly roll word was thawing. Because it took the T from twist, then the HA from hanger, then the WI from twist, and the NG from hanger. But it keeps going. And you keep getting jelly roll words that keep going all the way around. It was pretty neat. I've seen ones like it, but never with 2 rows and a zigzag. Usually I've seen one where words read forward, but then different words read backward.
That does sound unique. So they take the opportunity to kind of put out the kind of thing that you wouldn't get in your normal, like, New York Times puzzle section. Do you think
Yes.
maybe whoever's in charge of the puzzles, they come up with some of these throughout the year and it's like, well, that'll never work for the paper, but we'll put it in the file for the end of year special.
I think maybe. Like, some of them might look kind of familiar if you have ever gotten those monthly puzzle books like Penny Press and other places. They make them kind of monthly-ish. And, like, yeah, you can get ones that are all Sudoku or all word search, but if you get the variety ones, some of these might look a little familiar, but not 100%. But also, based on the last 2 years, they seem to have one, like, standout big special puzzle they're proud of, which was Jelly Roll this time. And last time was this sort of, like, this word-based escape room type thing where you had to come up with words to get out of a scenario and then like change a letter or remove a letter to get a different word. It was interesting. I still liked it, but it was interesting. This one comes with a section of the New York Times game Appetizers, where they have puzzles related about, or that are different versions of the mini crossword, of the spelling bee, different versions of Wordle, and different versions of connections. Like the Wordle one, most people now know how Wordle works, where like you do 5-letter words. If any turn yellow, you know it goes somewhere in there. If it turns green, it's exactly where it goes. It's just Mastermind plus the game show lingo. But in here, they do a little section called Wordle in 1, where they give you a word and show you the green and yellow squares on it, and there's only one acceptable word that will work based on that information.
Oh, that's kind of a cool twist on it.
Yes, there are a bunch of those. Spelling bee, the one where you have 7 letters and you can reuse the middle, when we talked about it on a previous episode. You can reuse the middle. Or no, you have to use the middle, but you can reuse any of the letters as much as you want to make at least 4-letter words. Did interesting things like they give you a spelling bee layout and then say, all right, find a geographical location pangram, which you normally can't do because proper nouns don't count. One is cookbook themed, and it gives you a bunch of clues about, like, find a slow cooked meat, a hot beverage, a dessert ingredient, and it gives you like the first letter and some blanks. So you get like clues to figure out what you can make out of what you have for the spelling bee. Those were cool. Inside, there's also an acrostic. Those are classic. There's one that is 10 pictures of a screenshot from a TV show intro.
Oh.
And you just name what show it is?
All right. Well, that sounds up my alley, Ben. How'd you do on that one?
We have not fully done that one yet. We glanced at it and wrote some down. I will send you a picture of that one, so you can do that too. There's a cryptic crossword that I'm very excited to get to since I've been doing those lately. There's the super mega crossword, which is massive as always. It goes all the way down to 587 across.
Wow.
Yep. They have a section where they have 7 people who are famous for their mustaches, or they're famous and have mustaches, and some info about them, like a little trivia piece, and you have to connect the two together.
Okay.
And a bunch of puzzles created by, apparently, or curated by some puzzle maker from Argentina.
That all sounds very cool. That's only available in print, right? As a New York Times puzzle digital subscriber, I can't get any of that.
No, you cannot. You have to get the print version for it, because they'd have to code all sorts of crazy stuff for that one.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Now, if they sold it as a PDF, I guess they could, but then people would probably just immediately copy the PDF and share it.
Sure, just pirate those puzzles.
Yeah, so this way I'm supporting print once a year by buying their Puzzle Mania.
This is the one time you buy a print newspaper. Although not
And,
even the newspaper this year, just the puzzle section.
which I'm happier about. If Will Shortz just spun off Puzzle Mania and released it like once a month or something, I would gladly pay a subscription for that.
I
Because
don't know.
Puzzle Mania is actually the name of a puzzle magazine that Highlights had as a spin-off.
I had no idea.
Highlights magazine, yeah, they did release a monthly Puzzle Mania, which was full of puzzles for kids, but still they could still be tough.
Is this a publication that you would get as a child?
Oh yeah, I mean I had Highlights already, and then once I don't even remember how we started getting Puzzle Mania. I don't think I saw an ad and was like, please. I just know it started showing up too, so I guess maybe mom and dad saw it.
Okay,
But
yeah.
oh man, I loved it. I would do that thing all the time when I was in the front row of church when I had to be an acolyte.
Who do you think provided the puzzles for the Highlights magazine puzzle section? Was it Goofus and Gallant?
I mean, it definitely was not Goofus. No, Goofus could not figure out how to publish anything.
I don't know. Maybe if there was like a really bad one, you'd know like, oh, it was a Goofus puzzle right here. I kind of phoned it in.
You know, it's a real Goofus and Gallant situation. It was the escape room I worked out and the other one in town. They're real Goofuses about their escape room.
They're a bunch of Goofuses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm about to get angry again thinking about that place.
No, save it for a future Bummer Patrol. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll do a jumping jack flashback. It'll be long enough then to be a flashback.
It's bad puzzle structure. You get to the end, you found out that you had the key all along. It's kind of like a Dorothy Wizard of Oz situation where it's like, you could have gone home at any time because of these magic shoes. Like, well,
Oh,
you could have told me sooner.
we did a place like that one. Were you there too that time? It was, I think, in the same stretch as when we did a whole bunch of escape rooms. I can't remember if you were there for it. It was in a downtown building. There was a pool table as part of this experience. It was weird because it wasn't actually walled off, and people could like look over, and it was like a restaurant floor almost that's slightly lower
Oh.
down than the rest.
So people would like look and see you doing the escape room.
They could, like, there were kind of walls, but they were not high enough because there was another escape room that was like an escape the lab where a zombie virus has escaped or something, and that it was upstairs on like an open staircase in the building, and that was really annoying because we did awful, and it turns out the code to open the door was just the time on the clock that was just in the room, and I never put it in because. I mean, why would that be the final thing? That's stupid.
You could do it right away and just ruin the whole thing.
We tried on everything else, and then when I told the person at the end, they're like, "Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that."
Oh, yeah.
How
I mean,
puzzled the puzzle masters.
that's when you said to yourself, "I could do better at this. I'll design a better escape room."
Kinda. That was before I got my escape room job, which I had almost thrust upon me.
I mean, the universe recognized you for being the puzzle master you are, and your special skills were required. And as somebody who had the privilege of playing through two of the rooms you did, they were, and I'm not just saying this as your friend. I think two of the better escape rooms I've done.
Thank
Top
you.
two.
When you were waffling at first, I thought you were gonna be like, they were pretty okay.
They're all right, I guess. No, they're good, especially like the old Hollywood one, right? Is that?
Yeah, I did create a murder mystery with clues and everything, and it was very difficult to do in an escape room situation.
But I think it paid off wonderfully. It was a lot of fun. Of course, you did take, you took me and my ex. We went there after hours, so we had the private escape room experience. But I mean, maybe my my recommendation can't be trusted because I was bribed by given the VIP treatment.
Oh, well, but also that it means you can say whatever you want about it, and it won't matter.
Oh, well, it's good. I liked it a lot.
Anyway, thank you. But that's my happy hour. Puzzle Mania subscription. What is yours?
Well, Ben, I'm glad you asked. Last week, my happy hour was an episode of a television show, The Simpsons, that I quite enjoyed.
Now,
And,
is this one going to be the second episode of the season?
no, I haven't watched any more of the new season yet, but I did watch another show.
You did.
This is one that has been on my radar for quite a while since it was announced, that I have been in constant communication with you about.
Coco Melon?
Uh, with Coco Melon. Hey, there's a new season of Coco Melon. No. This is a no Coco Melon household, Ben. We do not put up with that.
Ooh, yeah, don't let him learn about the existence of Coco Melon.
Yeah, no, Mike. One day he'll come home and ask to watch Coco Melon. I'll say, "Who told you about that?"
Who
We don't.
told
We don't do
you?
that. We're a Bluey household, darn it. Bluey only. Bluey and
I,
Sesame Street.
I hear they're making a Bluey movie in theaters.
I mean, well, I wasn't gonna bore you with that news, Ben, but yeah, 2027, the Bluey movie's coming.
Anyway, sorry. Well, what's your happy hour?
Do you remember the Showtime television show Dexter, Ben?
I do. It was actually my happy hour in Epedition 7, Vastly Varying Vigilantes. Another word in there I don't remember right now.
Hmm. What if I told you there was a prequel about the exploits of young Dexter, a Dexter babies, if you will?
I would say, why would they do that when the show already had plenty of flashbacks to him as a child or as a teenager?
That makes sense. I understand why you would say that, and I think conceptually it is a terrible idea that should not work. And every trailer and piece of media I saw about it made it look just just horrible. And I would send you screenshots of it and laugh about about the casting of younger characters. They look like they're cosplaying as their counterparts.
Yeah, it
Uh,
felt like a real it, this happens. There's usually a thing or two a year. Where like one year it's Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but this year it's Dexter, but younger.
are you talking about just like things that like I text you about a lot?
Yeah, well, like things that you text me about a lot that it feels like I'm going to be like, oh, about.
I will say that the fun thing about it is usually, um, usually I'm taking. I'm gonna be careful about the way I say it. I'm I'm not intentionally taking a contrarian stance, but I know that I maybe have a differing opinion to what you'll feel about it. Like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I genuinely enjoy as a movie. It's not perfect; it has some big problems, but I think it's the third best Indiana Jones movie.
I have not seen the fifth one, but I will agree with that because we have recently rewatched some of the Indiana Jones movies, and whew, Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. That's a dark and upsetting movie.
Yeah, I'll talk about that more later, maybe.
Okay.
But, but
But
anyway, I always felt like it was like a joyful contrarian in this case.
well,
Of like,
this
haha, look at
one,
this thing. It's probably going to be awful, but it's great.
this one, I felt like I felt like we were allies. I'm like, oh man, doesn't this look stupid? I bet it's stupid. I can't wait to watch it. Um, and the first episode came out last week, so I put it on. I texted you like, oh, I'm doing it, Ben. I'm watching this dumb Dexter prequel, and then I think like within 10 minutes of being into the show, I sent you another message like, oh no, I think I might like this. This is bad. I don't know what happened.
And you finished it, right?
I did. I watched the first episode, and overall, I thought it was really enjoyable. I liked it a lot. I can't wait to watch more.
Now, see, I also watched it because you watched it and really wanted to talk about it. And I was like, well, I better find time to do it. And I did. I squeezed it in. And it was weird. It felt weird. We don't have
Really?
a segment for that. We have happy hour bumper trouble. We don't have like weird in it.
Like it's a weird segment because I don't know. It's. I don't think you would say it was bad. It's conceptually weird. It's still like a weird thing for them to choose to do.
For those who don't know, Dexter, the show, was on Showtime.
Showtime.
And it was a show about a serial killer in Miami who only kills other serial killers or people who get away with crimes and shouldn't have. Like, he has a dark passenger, I think he calls it, that
He
is
does.
like
He
an
does.
urge to kill, but he was trained by his cop father, how to try to deal with as much as he can, but when that didn't work, on how to only go after those who deserve it, and then how to get away with it after that.
Sure, sure. Which, I mean, maybe his detective father wanted to use him as like a tool to get justice because it's like, there are certain people that, they're unreachable by the law, and maybe these are the people that you should kill. And honestly, like looking back on it, I think that it was an enjoyable show. I think it kind of put television on a bad path. And I think a lot of shows took the wrong lessons from Dexter. Uh, that,
I can agree with that. A lot
but
of
it
people
was it
did
was
too,
fun.
I think.
What was that?
I think a lot of people did too. They were
Oh,
like, "Oh,
sure,
Dexter's
sure.
absolutely the good guy." Like, well,
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's yeah, no, they're definitely problematic Dexter fans who I'm like, we both enjoy the show, but I feel like you're enjoying it in the wrong way.
I mean, like, there's a level at which, like in Batman, I can agree that at certain points, like, yeah, maybe he should have killed the Joker at this point. Like,
He could have
so
saved
many
so
more
many
people
lives if
are
he just killed
dying.
the Joker.
Like, so many more people have died, depending on what story it is. Because if Batman killed the Joker, it would have been like, oh, well, I mean, that's really bad. But Jesus Christ, the two boats just exploded or whatever.
Right.
But like, so I can see like that part of it, but also that's not great that he's killing it all. And in Dexter, I feel like there are a couple times where he fudges the evidence so he can go get somebody.
Sure. And do you think is that the point that show's trying to make? Is it want you to question his motives, or is it just sloppy writing?
Like, I think I mean, he's not the antagonist. He's definitely the protagonist. But like with Walter White for at least the first couple seasons, you still kind of root for him until he goes too far. And Dexter just usually doesn't go too far. There are times when they're showing him like almost going too far past the Walter White line, I guess.
Oh, sure. Of course, the Walter White line. We all know that point of no return in which the
Yeah.
character becomes unredeemable, irredeemable, if you will.
Yeah, but Dexter never does. He usually has like a really good reason, even if it's someone that you like who's on his killing table. Usually he has like a good enough reason that it feels like it's like, oh, okay. I mean, it's still not great, but I can, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, you got me thinking about Breaking Bad again, Ben. It feels it feels like the show went out of its way to make, Walter White the villain. And it's like, he was the bad guy, but then they also gave him a redemption arc at the end. I don't know. I still have complicated feelings about the way that show ended.
That I mean, I enjoy it for Dexter. I liked all the seasons, at least some. There are definitely better and worse ones, and I really don't like how it ended. And I have not yet watched the sequel series that came out, but I did watch the prequel one. What was it called? The Dexter Original Sin.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I just keep referring to it as Dexter Babies in our
Yeah, Dexter Babies
text.
or young Dexter. Yeah.
Oh, right. Young Dexter. Um, which, I mean, you talked about the reboot season. This actually, the thing that really surprised me is that it picks up where that reboot season ended. And it's, I guess maybe spoiler alert for the new season of Dexter. I don't know. I'll just say that he's in a situation where his life is like flashing before his eyes. So it's like, current day Dexter dying, and then he flashes back to his own birth and then to the origins of him becoming a serial killer. And at this point, I'm still like laughing at it. Like, I can't believe they're doing this. This is crazy. But I don't know, man. It wore me down. I still really liked it. How did you feel about it, Ben?
Yes.
Are you conflicted?
Yeah, still weird. I might need to see a little more because the first episode, not much of a spoiler here. It covers a little bit. Like, he's already like in college, about to graduate at the start, and it covers his first kill, which was covered on the main show on episode 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, including numerous flashbacks.
To
Uh,
the same story that they tell?
Yeah, the same. This one, from what I remember, I've watched it several times. We used to have a Dexter poster in our living room. I've watched the first season several times. It was like a comfort show for a while to have in the background, and the music is just so good in that show.
The music is
So it's
very
good in the new show because it's the same music.
Yep.
Well,
If it's not broke,
well,
don't fix it.
well, it's the same music and a lot of '90s needle drops, like too
Oh,
many
right.
sometimes.
Yeah, that is, yeah, no, that is the other thing I really liked about it is, like within 10 minutes, it like dawns on me. I'm like, oh, this is like a 90s period piece. I enjoy all the stuff that's happening. Like everyone's like talking about, I don't know, that new band Nirvana and wearing like Jinko jeans. Yeah, no, it's that's another thing I really enjoyed about it.
Yeah, all of that and the styles and everything I did like. And the needle drops when they made sense, like when there was a college party and a song was, but that makes sense. But when there was like a police raid and a guy was in the shower and Ice Ice Baby was playing during it, there was no reason for a needle drop there at all.
But they needed to remind you that it's 1991, Ben.
That was after another needle drop we'd already had, though.
I mean, yeah, it is a needle drop heavy show, which I think coming from us is saying a lot.
I mean, we save our full length needle drops for the end of the show.
I mean, that's true. We do that.
Do. I But yeah, so like I already knew what the story was going to be once it started kicking in, because there are, like I said, several flashbacks to his first kill in the third episode of the main show, but with Dexter with a bad wig.
Oh,
Which I did,
that's where Michael C. Hall's wearing that terrible wig.
and it was really funny too, seeing that, or because he had the bad wig then, young Dexter had to have a bad haircut on this
Oh,
show.
is that? Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering because by the end of the first episode, he gets like his normal haircut, but up until that point, he's got like the weird floppy hair. It was just for continuity for that.
I think so because there are several. I meant to rewatch that episode, but I didn't have time before now. But there were several scenes from Baby Dexter in that first episode that were like, I think almost shot for shot and like line for line what the flashbacks were. And then it's like, why is this a show at all then? Unless there's going to be something different. Like,
Well, I mean, this is the first episode, Ben. It's setting the table. I think, give it a chance to grow and become something else. We'll see.
well, that's why right now I have it set in the weird section. It's not bad yet because I want to see if they do more. Because I'm pretty sure by the end of the show, you find out that like Harry, his dad, like in the original series, does say, "Oh yeah, that nurse lady is killing me. Please stop her." And then I think somewhere near the end of the original show, you find out that he like walked in on a kill at some point, and at that point was like just so disgusted by it that he's like, "Oh, what have I done? I'm a monster." But that there were a bunch in the row or in the middle that happened that he was like kind of aware of, but wasn't directly approving of. So I assume that's what this show's gonna be, is the middle ones that Dexter did leading up to the one where he's like Harry's like, "I'm out."
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So I'm interested in that because those weren't really covered, just talked about.
So
Like,
that'll be
vaguely.
new ground.
Yes, but this one just felt like I've already seen this, but better with the actors who it usually is.
See, so I have the benefit of not having rewatched the show in a long time that I had forgotten that they covered it on the original show. So I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. That's an interesting story that they're telling.
But I will say I do think that at least the actors for Dexter and his sister Deb do a really good job of capturing how the original actors portrayed them.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. I think, overall, it's a kind of amazing cast that they assembled for the show because you got Patrick Dempsey as the chief of police.
Oh my god, that blew you did not tell me who all of the cast was. And so when on the intro credits, I saw Sarah Michelle Gellar and Patrick Dempsey. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Christian Slater plays his father. Yeah, no, it's wild, man. I'm still convinced that either because you watch enough seasons of Dexter, a pattern clearly emerges. I think that either Sarah Michelle Gellar or Patrick Dempsey will end up being a killer. I think that's my prediction.
No, I think it has to, because I think rarely. You know what? I think I remember what bothered me, and it might have been something in the finale that I might be misremembering, and I don't want to spoil the finale. I'll have to tell you later, Brian.
Okay.
I think there's somewhere in the last few episodes where Dexter does kill someone who didn't do something bad, but did it just for self-preservation.
Oh, I mean, sure. That seems like a thing you would do at the end of that show if you're like running out of the clock on that character.
So I think that's what happened. That's when he crossed the Walter White line, if I'm remembering it right. And I was like, nope. And then more of the finale happens. Is it common knowledge enough to talk about, or no? Like how the very, very end happens.
Actually, I don't. I know that people hate it. I have no idea how the show ends.
Wait,
I've
there's a
only heard
sequel
people complain
show,
about
so
it.
it's not really a spoiler that he's alive still.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, like he leaves. He just like leaves Miami and becomes a lumberjack in the north.
Right, right. And then they do, because they did like a series last year that was a reboot that was just like Dexter in Alaska being a lumberjack.
And another season of that is coming.
Yeah, that's coming like this summer. I think that this prequel is just kind of bridging the gap to get to that. And I don't know, man. They're going all out. It's like the Dexter universe now. We'll probably get a Batista spinoff, Young Batista Chronicles.
We could. He was there. The thing that really threw me off was one, his forensic guy, Masuka, the guy who's usually bald, has a lot of hair here. I want to see if he's going to go balding throughout the season.
Just like gradually as the episodes progress, like, oh no.
He had a lot of hair in this one, but he is very bald on the show.
I think that was another good piece of casting. I think he did a good job of capturing that character.
I think it mostly was, but the times when you hear the creepy little Masuka laugh felt like forced in there and felt weird and not natural to me. That's so much of this felt weird. That's all I can think to describe it. It's like Dexter and Deb were pretty good. They were doing a good job at being those characters with their line delivery and the way like the actor who plays Dexter like shovels food in his mouth the way Dexter does. In like the sort of violent, hungry way.
It almost seems you're right. There is like maybe like a little bit of like uncanny valley, something a little bit off about it. But I still enjoy it, maybe because of that. But it does almost feel like somebody fed into like an AI, like the prompt, like create a Dexter spinoff prequel, and then it's like, oh yeah, here it is. So I don't know. You're right that there's something a little bit off about it, but I am interested enough to follow it through and see how it ends up.
Yeah, I'm going to keep watching, at least for now. Christian Slater throws me off because I liked him in Heathers.
Sure, he's great in True Romance.
I think, have I seen anything else other than Heathers that he's been in? I don't remember. But I have a hard time seeing
Robot?
him. Oh, sorry.
He is Mr. Robot, or he's in Mr. Robot?
Oh, I haven't seen Mr. Robot. I have a hard time seeing him as Harry, whereas I can see it with a lot of the other characters.
Yeah, that one. Everybody else, it feels like they cast someone who is like doing a good facsimile of the original actor, and then it felt like for Harry, they were like, "Oh, we can get Christian Slater. He's a movie star. Let's definitely have him be Harry." But he's the one that does almost feel like a completely different character to me.
He doesn't even like. Maybe I'm just misimagining or misremembering how he sounded. I thought he was a little gruffer than Christian Slater as being.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. The voice is not anywhere close.
But you recommend it?
Well, no, I'm not recommending it. I'm saying that I watched the first episode and it made me very happy. So I'm going to continue watching it, and I will report back.
Oh, I will give it one. No, it's still going to be weird. It's not. I was going to make it a compliment, but it's still going to be a weird ending. I liked seeing I haven't seen the sequel, so I don't know if they do this, but I liked that this intro used the same song as the original one did, and tried to follow the similar beats of like getting ready in the morning, but like having it be like a parallel to murdery things to show like this is everyday life as a killer.
Sure.
Like the flossing and like the
The juicing.
juicing and orange, all that stuff. I did like that it included Harry and Deb in that. That was pretty cool. So there's some new stuff you got new shots of that. I didn't like that there's so many names that the song was like about to end and then like backed up 30 seconds and kept going.
Yep, they had to double down. It's
It
it's
felt
a good
weird.
intro.
Because I would almost always watch the full intro of Dexter because it's a fun like little song.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't skip the intro to Dexter.
But it was still good. It threw me off being used to it. All right, that's the last thing I was going to say about that.
Okay, so that concludes my happy hour. And then, do we want to do a few more names for the white elephant?
Oh yeah. I have a couple names pulled out already. I actually have Professor Werewolf. Professor Werewolf got a gift, which let's open it up. Is a full moon nightlight that howls whenever you turn it on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Now this is pretty lucky of them, I guess, because we're just randomly drawing these presents out of the pile, and they happen to be pretty
serendipitous.
It is. And I went ahead and pulled out Professor Vampire too. You can't pull out Professor Werewolf without Professor Vampire.
Oh, sure. You can't have one without the other.
It looks like their present is a garlic scented candle with a label on it that says "Do not open. Seriously."
Oh well, no. I don't know. It seems like somebody's trying to kill Professor Vampire.
I have one guess as to who.
But also not, because they warned her not to open it? I'm not sure. I'm confused.
Maybe it was sarcastic.
No, please don't open this, really.
Yeah, oh, you won't like what's in here.
Also, garlic. I love garlic. I don't think I'd want a candle.
Whoa, really? Why not?
I don't know. I mean, I do. I mean, if I'm like cooking a delicious spaghetti dinner and the kitchen smells like garlic, that's okay. But I don't think I'd want like my living room to smell like garlic on an evening. I don't know. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm being too judgmental.
Well, maybe Professor Werewolf. If you want to, not werewolf, Professor Vampire. If you want to come by and get your gift, let us know if you actually want it or not. If you do it by the end of the podcast, you can maybe switch with someone else.
Nope, Yankee swap.
We have Q next, who got a Rubik's Cube with random podcast-related images on it instead of colors.
Ah, novelty Rubik's Cube.
Oh, yep.
That's fun. Who doesn't love a good Rubik's Cube? You can't have enough of those.
I got a bunch. I kind of ran out of shelf space, but I have a bunch. I could solve one once.
I never been able to do it.
We have Robbo here.
Ooh, what Robbo gets?
A clock with reversed numbers labeled Santa's Workshop Time Machine. I don't know what that means.
That is odd.
Who brought that? But maybe we should save some more for a little bit later. We don't want to make people too happy.
Sure. I mean, that's good for now. Let's go ahead and move forward to the Bummer Patrol.
Oh, man!
Right. For every happy hour, there has to be a Bummer Patrol that brings the universe into perfect balance. So, Ben, what is your Bummer Patrol today?
My Bummer Patrol this week is, all right, have you ever heard of Indiana Jones?
Yeah, like we were talking about it like 20 minutes ago. We were like ranking the movies.
Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. All right, so we have been rewatching it. We've rewatched the first 3, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, and we have started but not yet finished Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
A movie that I enjoy.
It is. But and we want to get to Dial of Destiny because I'm curious about it. Well, we've been rewatching them and playing the Lego one also, replaying it. There are actually 2 Lego ones. That's not important right now, but it's true. It's a thing I know. And I forgot. All right, well, one, I thought I'd watched all of these, but I feel like I only had the broad strokes of them. Saw them on TV a little bit, maybe, or just. I mean, maybe I only knew some of them because of the Lego games.
Sure.
That happens sometimes. So watching it, I was like, wow, I don't remember a lot of these scenes. I think Raiders I must have seen. I remember most of that. But the other ones, it was all what?
Did that guy just take that guy's heart out of his chest?
Yeah, well, I'm actually a little bit torn between if I prefer Raiders or Last Crusade more, because they have different vibes, and I like them both for kind of different reasons. So I don't know how I would really choose between the two of those.
It's I respect your position on this. They're my two favorite of the five. I always go Raiders because you got to pay respect to the original, the OG. It set the table, but I think that Last Crusade is a really fun kind of wrap up to that original trilogy.
See, that's where I was too. Is I was trying to make the decision without choosing the first one purely for being like so iconic with like moments and like things that everyone knows now in pop culture. And I was also factoring into the equation my bumper troll of how dark Temple of Doom is.
Yeah, I need to. Temple of Doom is so dark, and I've since I remember watching the movies, I've always held it as my least favorite. And then I think every 5 years or so, I think to myself, like, I don't know, maybe it's really good. And I watch it again. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but it's just so tonally different from all the others. I can't help but make it my least favorite.
Yeah, that's how I feel, not having seen Dial of Destiny yet and not having finished Crystal Skull again. But yeah, like, all right. One reason that I was giving Last Crusade a little bit of higher points also is because of where it pulled out of the downward darkness of Temple of Doom and was like, okay, look, we can be happy and fun again.
Yeah, and plus you have Sean Connery. What's more fun than that?
Yeah, well, look, the first one you have Indiana Jones, you have the lady character who's Marion in that one, and you have the sidekick Sala, played by Gimli.
Yes, yeah.
And I like the interaction between each of like the three of them. How I feel like it just works really well. Like Marion can be like mad at Indiana Jones, but still like he knows that he's smart and knows what he's doing a lot of the time, and is like the right amount of sassiness that a sidekick character should have in something without going too far. Last Crusade, the lady character is Elsa, who, spoiler, is a German spy. So like, but she's like fun and knows what she like knows a lot in the same like intellect level. They're in that area at least with Indiana Jones, which is cool, and adventures with him some, and it's really neat. And she's also like a kind of sympathetic antagonist / sidekick because she kind of feels bad sometimes, but kind of keeps doing bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it works well. And his male sidekick character in that one is his dad by Sean Connery. And I feel like it's the funniest of the three sidekick interaction wise. He's like, oh, Dad, stop it.
Sure. And, his dad's always calling him Henry. It's great.
And Junior a lot too, which he hates.
Oh, right.
And his dad's like a little bumbly and doesn't quite get it, which is fun after having watched all the Sean Connery James Bonds a few months ago. So that's all really fun too. I think they have a really good play back and forth, and there's more heart than there usually is in the sidekick. Like in the first one, Indiana Jones and Sala is in 3 also, but it's not as much of a Indy and Sala hanging out doing stuff together. It's just like, hey, we're old friends, we're working together, we got it done. With his dad, it's like, I love you, Dad, but we got issues because I feel like you don't respect me right, and
Oh yeah. I think you're like listening to you talk through this. Actually, maybe Last Crusade is my favorite because I hadn't been able to put my finger on it until now. But one is just like a fun adventure movie. It's just like a rollicking time with all these like set pieces and fights and all the, it's great. It's really enjoyable. I think 3 is the one that has like the emotional core to it though. And I think it really, I think it's the one that pulls at the heartstrings that I think I do enjoy that.
Especially at the end where like his dad is hurt and possibly dying, and Indy has to go through this last temple to save his dad's life. And you can see that he's like, I mean, he wants to go through, he's curious about the discovery part always, but he also doesn't want to go through because Nazis want him to. But he does it to
Yeah.
save his dad, who he still is not like okay with overall. And you only get like a tiny taste of how his dad was when he was a kid in the intro flashback sequence with River
Oh,
Phoenix as
sure.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and that whole thing's a lot of fun too.
It is.
Even though it's like the most guilty of, we're talking about like prequel tropes.
Yeah.
It's like the most guilty of the complaint people have about prequels, where it's like, oh, here's like the afternoon where like Indiana Jones like picked up all of his defining traits. This is why he hates snakes. This is where he got the whip. This is where the hat came from. It all happened in an afternoon.
Yeah, you're right. It did. You get to see a little bit of his dad being like, well, I mean, it's another one of those things that you see in a lot of stuff where like there's a parent figure who was like really harsh and not very like loving. I mean, they probably maybe were loving in their own way, or they thought they were being, but really it was just strict and bad for the child, but that made the child who they are today.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean it makes up for what happened before, but you know, that kind of deal is what is going on. And how his dad seems like he might be oblivious to what's going on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's also a scene at one point before Henry Sr., Sean Connery, the dad, is dying, where he thinks that Indiana Jones has died and seems to suddenly realize, oh no, there's so much I haven't, told him. And you're like, oh, so he's not just like a bumbling goofball entirely.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good scene too.
So I like all of that stuff. And like the chase scenes are both good in all three movies. There are, I think, more in Last Crusade, maybe too many in Last Crusade.
And then also, don't forget that Last Crusade, there's a scene where Indiana Jones's dad meet Hitler.
Oh yeah, yeah, and Hitler signs an autograph.
What a weird scene.
Now, not to be fair to Hitler, but to be fair to Indiana Jones, World War II has not quite started yet.
Oh, sure. I mean, he's not the Hitler that we know today. I don't know.
No, I mean, he still seemed pretty bad in the scene that we saw.
Sure,
they were having a
I'm
mass book burning.
Guy.
No, not defending Hitler, and defending Indiana Jones. He also didn't go up to Hitler like, please give me an autograph. It was an accident.
Sure.
Anyway, those were really good. Temple of Doom, it still had fun moments. There was some good stuff in there.
I love the minecart chase. That's a lot of fun.
That was crazy. Yeah. But all right, watching the first three and part of 4 and remembering 4, all of those have a part where like, oh, here is Dr. Henry Jones. Here he is doing archaeology. He's talking and teaching students at a university because that's his job. And now here he is as like the swashbuckling's not the right word, but it's kind of close. The swashbuckling adventurer archaeologist who's going to retrieve artifacts and is reading like dead languages and figuring stuff out. He meets up with some people, gets all this stuff done, and arrives home adventurous because he had to stop some bad guys from doing a bad thing. This one, or Temple of Doom, he did something before it starts, and the movie feels like a James Bond movie at the start. Where he's in a restaurant trying to get he apparently maybe betrayed some crime boss's people, and like they want a diamond he has, and then they poison his drink and they have to fight in the club to get out. And the fight was still appropriately Indiana Jones, which I didn't realize this was a thing that was in the movies regularly, that they're all a little bit slapstick.
Yeah, definitely.
Where like people are getting bonked all goofy. There's like all the balloons drop and it's funny as it goes still, but he's like poisoned. And then all of a sudden, like I like Short Round. He's a fun sidekick, but it feels a little weird, not in the same way as the other ones. But like, there's like very little explanation as to who this kid is.
This kid that's just hanging out with him.
Yeah, I think like you get a little bit where it's like, I think he says something about how he tried to rob Indy and he got caught, and for some reason now he drives a car around for Indy and helps him do stuff in this foreign country.
I mean, sure, there's a little bit of hand waving there where it's like, remember when we met that one time, and now we're best friends.
Like Sala kind of did that too, but I think there's a little bit of explanation about like it was in Cairo, and he'd been there on other trips before doing stuff. And yeah, you're gonna have a guy in the area, but
Sure.
having a kid in the area,
yeah, the child that helps you like through these dangerous situations. I don't understand the problem, Ben.
well, and it can't be this like recurring. It can't, like Sala's probably a friendship over like 10 or 20 years, but this kid, 1 or 2 at max. And I don't know. So I like him as a character, especially because there's a scene later on where he and Indy are playing cards, and they're like being kind of silly, and you can see like how it works, but it's just weird. And then the lady character is the singer. Willie is her name. Is the singer at the bar or restaurant from the first scene, who for some reason sticks around for all of the rest of the movie.
Yeah,
and she's just awful. Like, she doesn't want to be there. She hates Indiana Jones, but keeps following him. They kind of are supposed to have, I don't know, a Sam and Diane-ish type thing, except they both really seem to hate each other. She just complains all the time, and I get it. Like, Marion complained some about stuff, but in a way that made more sense. Whereas, like, hey, yeah, you know, I am kidnapped by the Nazis, and this is pretty bad. But Willie just yells about everything all the time, and, like, doesn't seem to get it. And it's just not fun having her around. I don't enjoy any of the interactions that they have with her. The movie has a mine full of child slaves.
yeah, it does.
There's no scene where he's Dr. Jones. He's James Bond at the start, and then they escape on a plane, which is actually the bad guy's plane. Thanks, Dan Aykroyd, who set him up on that accidentally, I think. And then they crash land and in this village, and they're like, hey, help us, please. Indiana Jones, adventurer person that we prayed to our gods, and you dropped in. Help us. And he's like, okay. And that's weird. Like you said earlier, a guy does get his heart ripped out, and then he lives for a while longer, and then he gets sacrificed. Indy is forced to drink cursed blood. That makes him evil for a while, and he backhands Short Round.
Yeah, it's true. He hits kids in this movie. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they eat chilled monkey brains and eyeball soup. There's like one thing that drove me really crazy about Willie specifically is there's a scene where Indy and Short Round are being crushed in a trap, and then all of a sudden spikes come out too. And they're just trying to get Willie to put her hand in one hole to pull a thing. And she's just complaining the whole time. Like, yeah, I get it's gross and there are bugs. I would also hate that. But if my traveling companions who are responsible for my safety are dying in a trap, I think I can put my arm in a hole and temporarily get bugs on it to save them.
Sure, a little momentary discomfort to save 2 lives. I think that's a fair trade-off.
And if there's a little bit of waffling, okay. But, oh my, it was so much of like, oh, really? Do I have to? Kind of stuff.
No, she was like seriously considering letting them die.
Yeah. And oh my God. But yeah, so, and all of that was just frustrating to watch and not as enjoyable. The fight scenes, again, those were fun. The chase scenes were good. Things ended up okay. I do like that in at least each of the first 3 movies, the main bad guy always dies because of their own greed. Indy does not kill any of the first 3, at least. It's all their own fault, which is really cool. I like that. But man, Temple of Doom is dark, and I read the trivia about it, and I see why now, and I see why Willie was written the way she was. I don't blame the actress at all. She's married to Steven Spielberg now.
No, sure, Kate Capshaw, they got married, but she performs the character as written, so, she did her job.
No, I blame Spielberg and Lucas, who apparently were both going through one a breakup, one a divorce at the time that they were writing this together.
Yeah, no.
So they made it really dark, and they made the female character awful, and I don't like that.
Yeah, it's obviously, I think that we've made it very clear that there are things to enjoy about it. It has redeeming qualities, but overall, it is. I think it's the outlier of the entire franchise.
And Marion's great. I'm glad that she's back in Crystal Skull.
Yeah, it's fun that they brought her back in Crystal Skull.
Yeah, I like her as a character, even if in the novelization there's something maybe problematic with that. But
yeah, well, we don't look too closely at that.
nope, it was a slightly different time, but also I think it's not canon anymore. I think they changed some stuff.
Sure, of course. I think they would have to fix that. So you said you've watched half of Crystal Skull. You're going to finish it?
Not even half yet. We've only gotten through the first scenes where he does the stupid fridge thing.
But that's fun, though.
No, I mean, I like fun action stuff, but he really should have died in that fridge.
I don't know. I think
a nuclear
I think
explosion blasts him across, and he bounces as much as he does. He's not going to be okay bone-wise.
I love all the Area 51 stuff at the very beginning.
Oh, yeah, I do like the scene running through it because you get the quick, fan service of, here's the Ark.
Oh, there it is.
Remember that one from the first movie? There it is.
Whoa. Yeah, I think, I think time has been kinder to that movie, since it came out. I think people like it more than maybe they did at first. But
I'm still not expecting to like the aliens.
So the thing about Ben, is the alien really that much further than at the end of The Last Crusade, where they find an ancient man who's been guarding a grail for thousands of years?
Yes. And I've in preparation for this, I've been trying to formulate a response in my head.
Sure. I mean, to be fair, like most of the podcasts, I feel like this is a conversation we've had in various forms over the past 10 years or so.
It is. All right. So, back when I watched these, or thought I watched them before, I had not yet watched all of the show Supernatural. I have now. And the other day, I also looked up on Wikipedia what it classifies as the word supernatural, which right now is hard to find again because all it's giving me is the Supernatural wiki.
Oh, yeah.
But the basis of it is Supernatural, the word and the show. A lot of it is spooky stuff based on folklore and religious stuff. This page for Supernatural even says that religion is accepted levels of supernatural things that happen. And so a lot of supernatural or things that are classified under supernatural, the topic and the show itself are things that come from folklore, nature, religion, gods, spirits, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And not technology, which is what aliens are basically always doing in their stuff. Technology is not supernatural. Even if it's from another place, that is no longer of nature being weird. So I can accept things like fallen angels or magic stones that Shiva and Kali are dealing with, the lost ark that can melt people's faces if you look at it, a guy who's immortal because of the holy chalice that he has. But a bunch of aliens flying away, even if they're ancient aliens, that's not supernatural. Even in Marvel stuff, they make a distinction between aliens and magic and technology. Those the three branches of heroes in that universe. So Wanda, at least in the comics, I think usually is supposed to be magic. I think she's kind of tech in the MCU at first, but becomes magic. It happened through that. Thor, who is a god and an alien, he is an alien. He's not magic.
And then Iron Man would be technology.
Yeah, he's technology. Doctor Strange, that's all magic. He's not doing that through tech. He's not doing it through alien stuff going on. He would be supernatural.
What about Hawkeye?
Hawkeye is just a guy. He shoots real good.
Just a dude. just a dude with a hobby he's good at.
Yeah, and those people are acceptable too. He would count as tech because he has some tech arrows that do things. But he's still just a guy. A regular mortal person, I guess, is what Tony Stark and he would and Hawkeye would be. I almost said Jeremy Renner, but that's not Hawkeye's name in this show. But aliens are not, which is why it feels so weird. I can follow along for most of the movie, but once it's like, these are aliens, that's even maybe okay if they didn't fly away in a secret UFO.
Sure, if it's like an ancient race of aliens that were worshipped by an old like society, that's fine. But it's the fact that a big UFO takes off.
Yeah, then it's like, this is no longer supernatural. You've gone into sci-fi at this point, and the movies before never were sci-fi. And I read an argument online about this too. Again, preparation. Someone was saying, well, and actually it was really annoying because I was on a Reddit post and I saw them post this like copy-pasted reply to like 4 different people in different sections of this thread. It was like, well, the original movies, they're all like homages and pastiches or whatever of like the adventure serials of the 30s. And because this came 20 years later, it naturally is an homage to the B movies of the 50s. I'm like, that's not how movies work. Indiana Jones, you made a pastiche of adventure movies. That's what he does now. You don't just change his stuff entirely because it's a different genre of movie 20 years later. You can adapt it to now. They make Lara Croft games and movies. They make Uncharted games and apparently one bad movie.
Oh, I like that movie, actually.
Oh, have you played the games, or is it still good, despite?
I played the first 3 games and some before. I played most of the games, and yeah, no, I mean, it's different. I'm not... If people were looking for like a faithful adaptation of the game, I get being upset, but I gave up on wanting that. So it's just kind of... it's like a fun Indiana Jones knockoff. So it's, it's fun. It's good enough. It's not like a great movie, but I'd give it a solid B.
That's about how I felt about the newest Tomb Raider movie that I saw. Did Walton Goggins in that? Was he the bad guy, I think?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I felt like it did a pretty good job, even making her Lara Crofty, which I liked. But I just can't see Spider-Man as Nathan.
Yeah, no, he's,
Drake.
As soon as they cast him to play Nathan Drake, I knew it wasn't going to be an accurate reflection of the character I liked from the video game.
Even worse is Mark Wahlberg as Sully.
Oh, even worse than that is, spoiler alert for the Uncharted movie, I guess, is that he doesn't even get the trademark Sully mustache until the post-credit scene.
Oh, see, Sully is my favorite character of the 2.5 of those games I played. And
yeah, Sully's
just
great.
to see like, oh, it's just Mark Wahlberg being Mark Wahlberg in this movie.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg is not a good Sully. Obviously, the version of that movie that I wanted to see would have been like Nathan Fillion was Nathan Drake, and then Bruce Campbell would be Sully.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking J.K. Simmons because of mustache in Spider-Man.
Oh, no, Bruce Campbell, man. Put a mustache on him, I think he'd be a great Sully.
Oh, no, that would definitely would be. I think he still could be Sully because Sully was older anyway. But
that's true.
Anyway, yeah, Temple of Doom was my least favorite. Also, there are aliens in the 4th one.
Have you seen the 4th one? And then they made a 5th movie that I'm excited to talk to you about after you watch.
Oh, I think it'll happen this week. Are you able to tell me, are there aliens in it?
In response to your question, I will say no comment.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. Anyway, I mean, like, if you went 20 more years and made it Indiana Jones, based on that Reddit guy's logic, is it now going to be like an homage to blaxploitation movies of the 70s?
Do you want me to answer that one?
Oh, no. Is that true? No.
Well, like I said, you should watch this movie and we'll talk about it.
Oh, no. Okay. I'll stop my bumper patrol and let you go now. You talk now.
Okay. My bumper patrol, I didn't plan this out very well, Ben. So this is a little bit awkward because we're at the HappyCast Christmas party doing White Elephant, but my bumper patrol is White Elephant. Every year my family has a Christmas get together and we play it. Ever since I was a wee lad, it's been a family tradition, and I just don't like it. I don't enjoy it as a game.
I don't blame you. I don't think I've played it much. My main exposure is the Office episode.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people became aware of it. So I guess just to lay out like the bare bones version of it in case anyone doesn't know, it's which maybe we should have talked about at the beginning of the podcast.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Everyone brings a gift, no name on the gift. You put them in a big pile, and then you draw numbers, and you go in order and get to pick one present. So you get a random gift, and then there's like a convoluted trading mechanic where if you don't want to open a gift, you can steal a gift from a previous player, and then they have to do something. It's just, I don't know. I think maybe even my family has house rules that make it worse than it has to be.
Is the idea to always get awful gifts, or just to get a normal gift and to see who gets it?
I don't know. There's some kind of strategy to it that I don't understand. Different people play differently. So when we do it, the gifts run, the range of, it's like useless garbage, like a laptop lapboard was a gift one year that somebody had. Clearly something that somebody's had in their closet, and they're like, yeah, this is the gift I'm bringing.
Oof.
And then and then this year there was like a $50 like Visa gift card, just $50 cash.
Okay, that's not bad.
So obviously everyone wanted the $50 instead of the bad gifts.
Yeah. What'd you end up with?
Well, Ben, I don't enjoy it. I don't like playing the game. It is a family tradition though, and it means a lot to other people. So I play, but I always play the same way, which is I bring a gift, and then when it's my turn, I pick the gift that I brought. And
oh, so Kevin on the Office episode.
Yeah, pretty much. He's his own Secret Santa. So yeah, I just take my own gift, and then I make sure it's something that nobody else really wants, so they don't mess with it. In fact, this year I opened it up, and it was a collectible tin full of moon pies. So
Ooh.
Once I opened it up, I cracked open the tin and started like handing moon pies out to people, so nobody could take it from me. I'm like, hey, have a moon pie. Here you go. So that's how I always do it.
And it worked?
Yeah. Like I said, nobody ever takes the thing I bring. It's just I buy myself something, and then I go home with it.
You know what you should have done was gift yourself what you gifted me, season 1. The complete series of The Cape on DVD.
Oh, right, you got it. The complete series, all 13 episodes, including the unaired finale.
The one that only aired on NBC.com or whatever channel it was on.
And now on DVD. I was going to buy myself a copy of that, Ben, but on Amazon when I went to order, they said they only had one available. Order soon. So
thank you.
Got the last one, maybe in existence altogether. The very final.
I might be the only one to own a copy at all.
I hope it has a special place on your shelf next to the complete first season of Joey.
It does. I remember you were going to get 2, but it was very expensive.
Yes, one of these days I will be able to get season 2 of Joey. I'm sure they'll, do like a reprinting of it eventually.
Well, your present's still on the way. Thank you for the present. You chose wisely.
Oh yeah, that's good. Last Crusade, what a movie.
Should have said that one earlier somewhere, but oh well. So yeah, like I said, I've never done a white elephant nasty Christmas or whatever. I don't think. I have done Secret Santa before, which seems a little more reasonable. Like if the idea of it is to be it so everyone doesn't have to buy a present for everybody, just do Secret Santa.
I also don't like Secret Santa though. It's better. I still don't like it.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to buy. Because inevitably you get someone who you're like, I don't even really know that person. Guys buy stuff for the people who I like, but then someone's going to be left out, or maybe one person will be left out by everybody because no one likes them.
Yeah, no. The only time I've done Secret Santa in the past is always like work situations where I'm like, oh, okay, I don't, like you said, I don't really know this person. I guess I'll give them a gift card.
To a grocery store?
Yep, to a grocery store, or just like cash
that you work at.
I give them a the dollar equivalent of how likable they are. Like, I think you're $20 good.
I pulled this out of the register just now.
I don't know. Maybe like a close group of friends that know each other well, Secret Santa could be fun, but I don't know.
Well, better than White Elephant, though. Oh, it's too late for us to change over, I think. We're already doing White Elephant. Everyone already sent their gifts in.
Yeah, no, we're locked in. We're halfway through now. We can't back out.
That's true. Listeners, write in your Secret Santa or White Elephant experiences at happycastfeedback@gmail.com or 177 Happy Bus.
Oh, wow. Getting that feedback info out early. I like it.
Yeah, early and often. So, because too often have I gotten a message from someone who's like, oh, what's the email again?
It's happycastfeedback@gmail.com, of course.
Like, you don't have it memorized, like 1770 Island?
Of course. I mean, who could forget the island?
I haven't.
I mean, of course, we're here like 10 years later. We still remember 770 Island.
See, that's what happens when you have a good, catchy, like, Happy Bus.
I think I'm gonna call that number now, Ben, and leave some feedback. Let me see.
Oh, no.
770 EYELAND. It's disconnected.
Oh, no. Must be all that BlackRock hard drive.
Oh, of course, the island hard drive, as we all remember.
All of us, everyone listening remembers that.
Anyway, do we have any more participants in the White Elephant, Ben?
We do. I have the Engine Nerds here.
All of them? They entered collectively?
They each, or the three that have been on the show, each have gotten one on here. Oh, no, and the other Engine Nerds get one too.
Oh, wow.
All right, who do you want to pull out first? Other Engine Nerds, Mr. Pold, DVD, or St. Jimmy?
Oh, Mr. Pold.
All right, Mr. Pold, let me grab this present.
Is it a guitar made of trees?
It is a mysterious box containing just a single jigsaw puzzle piece.
Oh. I wonder who that's from.
I wonder if it's useless or if someone stole a puzzle piece from one of his puzzles and now he can finish it. So maybe it's really good.
Oh, right.
Although I would get really mad if someone did that to me and they gave it to me later.
Oh, sure. I mean, can you imagine if you were doing a jigsaw puzzle and somebody saved the last piece so they could finish the puzzle?
Or even just to gift it to you later. Like, it's been months. I don't want to do it now.
That's the long con. I mean, only maybe that seems like something maybe a brother would do to another brother.
Oh, has that happened?
It's happened somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh, I thought it happened to you the way you were saying that.
I mean, it seems like something I would do to my brothers, sure.
Now, I mean, keeping one so you can be the last one to put one in, but grabbing it near the end, that's just like a fun, goofy thing. But taking one to save it months until Christmas, that's something else. Are we drawing it so randomly that we're hitting everyone's gift that they sent themselves?
Oh, that could be a problem.
Well, all they have to do is speak up and write in before the show's over. I think that's all for now, if we want to move on to our third thing.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and the rundown of the show says this can't be true, Ben. We haven't done the segment in so many years. It's time for Warp Zone.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean that was the bumper. It's Warp Zone. It's our semi-recurring segment where we talk about the video games we've been playing.
We've done it 6 times. Last time was on Epedition 102, Wags to Scritches.
Okay, so honestly, not that long ago. I mean, that was like 5 years ago, but still in the episode order, it's not that far off.
No. In that one, I think Animal Crossing New Horizons had just come out, so there was a lot of talk of that.
That makes sense. Okay, well, cool. I feel like based on other things we've talked about in this podcast, I might have an inkling of what you've been playing, but please tell me, what have you been playing, Ben?
Okay, so have you ever wanted to play a game where you're a world-renowned cryptologist who's adventuring the globe, solving things, and adventuring and mysteries and hiding secretly and fighting bad guys?
Sure, probably. I mean, I imagine you're probably maybe getting some ancient artifacts.
Maybe. Well, then you
Yeah.
would like the Da Vinci Code game. You play as Robert Langdon, cryptologist.
Yeah, did they get the likes for Tom Hanks? Are you Tom
They
Hanks?
they got the voice. They got Tom Hanks himself to mocap.
Wow, Woody himself.
No, not the Da Vinci Code, the game. But it's what I thought of while playing the new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle game.
Yeah, I meant to ask you if you've been playing this. I am left out in the cold on this one, Ben, because I don't have the new Xbox. I'm a PlayStation 5 owner, so I won't have the opportunity to play it until spring 2025.
Oh well, that's actually not that far off. I thought it'd be longer than that.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad actually, but I want to play it now, Ben. I've got mad FOMO. I'm missing out over here.
Well, I won't spoil too much, but I wasn't sure about it. It's been advertised to me for a while. I think like Xbox or Microsoft is doing weird stuff now. I don't know if they were publishing it or if anything at all involved with the creation of it, but they advertised it so hard on Game Pass that I felt like they did.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, they're pushing it so hard. I think they've even got a promotional IHOP menu tied to it.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes, yes.
Well, I wasn't sure. Like, I thought I might check it out, but like, I've liked Indiana Jones, but I've never been like, well, I got to play that right away. There've been so many Indiana Jones games throughout the years. Like even like Atari as a famously not amazing one, but I think it might be the first official Easter egg in a video game. Might be mixing that up. I think so. I think it's like there's an Easter egg, like a literal Easter egg in a room or something that has like the developer's name because they weren't really credited back then on games.
Right, right.
Well, what eventually got me to download it is I saw one Reddit posts where people were very, very positive about it, and that's rare on Reddit.
That's true. Those guys hate everything.
They do. That's why I don't ever post on there because I don't hate everything. I don't even dislike most things. Like I still like Temple of Doom, but I had complaints. That's why we're happy and bummer. We're not just bummer patrol here. Yeah, I saw a lot of happy, nice things about it, saying how it's really good. One person said, I assume hyperbolically, that it's their favorite game of the last decade.
Wow.
Which didn't pull me over as much because I felt like that can't be true.
I mean, it could be. I mean, let me think. What's my favorite game of the last decade? Probably.
I don't even know.
Probably Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
And that was really good. All right. Then I saw one that said it's like if for this Indiana Jones game, it has a little bit of flavor of Dishonored and of Hitman. And I was like, what? How does that work? And I did not understand it, but that made me curious enough to download it and check it out. Also, I have nothing to lose because I pay for Game Pass on Xbox and it's on there.
Sure. I mean, you had access to it, so really had no reason not to check it out.
Yeah, and I've found a little time, played a little bit. I also wasn't even sure about it after I finished the tutorial. Still, there were like 3 different tutorial levels. One that like teaches you like going through a dungeon tomb with traps and puzzles and interacting with the environment. Then there's one where you're like walking around college, like in the most of the movies that aren't Temple of Doom. Walking around, investigating what's going on, solving a small puzzle, and doing more of, as I said, like an investigatory aspect of it. And then a third level where you're kind of stealthing around an area, trying to get through it. It gives you options. You can like stealth by most people. You can try to knock some people out. You can just kind of go all out punching. And you can find like little shortcuts here and there. There's a neat thing with the combat where like Indiana Jones, I mean, he's killed people in the movies, but he's not John Wick. He's not shooting people in the head or like stabbing them or slitting their throats or whatever.
Or killing them with a horse.
Yeah, like, I mean, I might have killed at least one person with a horse. Like people blow up and die in the movies, but when he hits them in his direct, they're like punched or hit with a shovel or something. And there have been a few times in the movies where like he goes next, or at least one, where he checks the pulse and goes, oh, he's still alive. I was like, oh, Oh, okay, yeah. So he's not trying like actively to kill all these people. He is just a professor of archaeology who goes adventuring. Most of the time, he's also just fighting against people who are trying to kill him, and not
That's true.
actively going out of his way to kill people.
A lot of times it's self-defense, you know. He'll punch a Nazi from time to time.
Oh, that's Nazis. That's a little different. That's okay.
Although, like, is Last Crusade the one with my favorite line where it's, uh, I think it's the Hitler scene where they arrive and he goes, Nazis, I hate these guys.
Probably. If that fits in a lot of different scenes, so I'm not sure.
Sure, I mean Nazis are the villain in most of those movies, not Temple of Doom, which is why it's the bad one.
Yeah, not in those, but it helps that in the time period that it's set, they'd be up and going around trying to make stuff happen, and that they had an interest in the occult and relics. So yeah, he'd run into Nazis doing his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I wasn't sure even after those 3 like tutorial sections of the game that are all like different scenes in it. And I was like, well, it's neat. I think it's pretty cool. They do some neat stuff, but I don't really know. And then I get to the first level, which not really too spoilery, is a part of Vatican City.
Oh, cool.
And here, that's why I thought immediately of Angels and Demons, the Da Vinci Code sequel with Robert Langdon, which takes place partly there. You go, you meet an old contact, which was very like meeting Sala or, his dad, I guess, in the third one.
Mm-hmm.
You go and meet an old contact. You have to walk around and explore. It's like semi-open world at this point. You have to wear a disguise, which before rewatching the movies, I forgot was a thing he does frequently in the movies.
Oh, that's the hitman aspect of it, huh?
Yeah, I think that and the interconnectedness of the levels. That you need to wear certain types of disguises that you find to get through areas, and you have them on you all the time. You don't have to knock some guy out and get their disguise. But you do have to wear those around the right places to get to the right areas. So it's like, I have the priest disguise on now, so I can get into the priesty areas, and it makes sense. And you have a main quest, but your pause screen and map and all of that isn't like you press a button and a thing pops up and there's your map and here's a big blinky spot telling you where to go. You have a notebook that has like a map that you found in the world somewhere that like makes sense in universe. And as you discover areas on that map, your character, or Indy, I guess, has apparently written in like the margins or on the map like what places are and has arrows, like he's taking notes as he goes.
Oh, sure. It's a little like shades of like Uncharted. I think that does a little
Does
bit
that
of
happen
that.
some in that? I don't remember that one as well.
Yeah, Nathan Drake carries a notebook that, as your adventure continues, he'll add notes to it about what you've seen.
Oh, see, and you could say that they took it from that, but in the first movie, he has a little notebook he checks at some point. In the third one, it's all about his dad's notebook that's full of clues and drawings.
I mean, well, no, I mean, to be clear though, like Uncharted very much feels like uh, Naughty Dog, the developer, said like, let's make Indiana Jones. So,
Yep. Definitely. I really I'm a sucker for any game that has in-universe style maps. I love that. Alan Wake 2 does that all over the place. It's just great. Well, also in your notebook it's like where your Indy is taking notes about the various mysteries you uncover. So while you have a main mystery to go check something out at the Vatican or in Vatican City, you can wander around and stumble across sort of side quests. And while they are like functionally side quests, I don't think you have to do them. They don't feel like the kind of side quest that's like, go get me a goat and I'll reward you with gold kind of thing. There are like 3 or 4 per large area, and they all have their own cutscenes that go with them. They all feel like they're just furthering like exploration into the main plot that's going on. They're like interesting characters. It's all the cutscenes are like very cinematic shot and written. It captures a lot of the vibes of him and him in the movies very well. And I'm just impressed because like with the level of the side quests the way they are, I sometimes don't even know if I'm doing a side quest or the main quest, but in a good way. Because it feels like I'm still furthering the story.
Because it all feels like cohesive. It all like plays together.
Yeah. And so you stumble across these and you can look at them in your notebook. You can only mark one at a time. But when you mark that one as where you want to, like the mission you want to do, there still is not a floating like map marker in the world, except for like a couple seconds after you close the map. So you can have your map out because it doesn't pause the game when you open your map. So you can open up your map and like spin around to orient yourself in the way you need to go. Look up as you put the map away, see the marker in the distance, and then it goes away. So it's just you in the world again. The fighting is really interesting because there's like a sort of boxing mechanic where, at least on Xbox, your left and right trigger are your punches, but you have like stamina. You have to block sometimes, but it's easy to get overwhelmed, which happens in the movies. He's frequently losing in fist fights.
He's always in over his head.
And but there's also, if you're stealthing around, there are just so many melee weapons that have like tiny durabilities that you can use to knock people out, and you can move their bodies, which also happens in a lot of movies that I've seen so far. So I don't know. It's just really interesting the way you have to explore. You find letters, you unlock little puzzles here and there to solve. Sometimes like it's like a Nazi lockbox where they have like acquired something that you need to get out of it as like a side quest. And you have to investigate the area to figure out the code. Or you're in a temple and tomb and you're doing adventuring. So you're like whipping things, climbing around, like swimming under stuff to solve and figure all this junk out. And it's a really cinematic, but not overly linear version. I know from what I remember of the Uncharted's is they are, I think, primarily linear.
All the way up until the fourth one has some like open segments, but definitely 1, 2, and 3 are very linear.
Which is cool because that makes the cinematic experience that they like for stuff like that in Last of Us. But I like a lot that this game makes it feel like you're Indiana Jones. You figure out what you need to investigate and where and how. And you figure out the mystery of all the stuff going on. Crazy stuff will still happen. You have to fight and run sometimes. There are action scenes of things collapsing or burning or whatever. But not to the level, this is where I am, not to the level of Uncharted, where there's like a giant train crash and you're hanging off of it. You know, like the movies of Indiana Jones will do. That's the one thing that the game has been lacking from the movies. But I don't mind it because I like getting to delve into you're an investigative archaeologist who is there not to grave rob, but to learn and acquire for safety of these items.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I knew very little about it going into it, going to you talking about it, other than it's an Indiana Jones game. And after hearing everything you've said, I am really excited to get my hands on this thing the next few months. It sounds like a good time.
I really enjoy it because there's a back and forth lady sidekick you're with sometimes. She's well written. She's very Marianne-y, but independent in her own person and not just like tied because of his story. And you sort of have like the Sala or his dad type sidekicks who are in each of the large areas. Who was like, hey, I'm the person you come to for some of the side quests and quest information. But they're just written really well and acted really well. I think it's all mocapped, maybe all by the actors. I don't know if they're all the exact same faces or not, but man, and Tony Todd's in it. That's cool too.
Oh, Tony Todd. Rest in peace. The recently deceased.
Yeah, he's great. I'm almost done with the second large area, which I won't talk about where that is.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm. Yeah, it sounds cool. This is the first. Oh,
sorry. One last thing. The Nazi villain, who's not that spoilery either. He's on the cover of everything. He is properly creepy and menacing.
Oh, good. You
did a really good job with him.
Wow. I mean, it sounds like a pretty good like licensed movie tie-in. So you feel like you're Indiana Jones.
It takes place between. Like, I didn't know Temple of Doom was a prequel, by the way, but it takes place between Raiders and Last Crusade.
Sure.
Sometimes you'll find a note with an Easter egg about like, oh, we've been observing Henry Jones Sr., who's investigating the Grail and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it was made with a lot of love by people who have an appreciation for that character. So it's cool. I'm glad it turned out well.
Yeah, it's not a cheap cash grab like most of these are. This seems, yeah, you're right. They tried hard, and it is actually really good. I want to play more now.
Well, no disrespect to Indiana Jones the franchise. It's big. It makes a lot of money. People love it, but it doesn't seem like if you're trying to just make an easy cash grab, like an Indiana Jones game would necessarily be the first thing you go for. You'd have to take that and then do it well to get people's attention.
Oh, there have been a lot of bad ones on like NES and Super Nintendo, but
Sure.
nowadays, yeah.
The original Xbox had one that was like the Indiana Jones and the Lost Emperor or something like that.
And oh yeah, speaking of that, I am curious how much of all of the Indiana Jones verse is canon because
Hmm.
I've looked up some of the references and some of the notes I find, and there's one like a French Canadian comic book is apparently canon that you would get when you like bought some specific car part from a car company.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there, there's an extended Indiana Jones universe. I mean, they did that Young Indiana Jones Chronicles TV show. I'm sure that's all canon.
Oh yeah, I think some of that might be relevant too. Because there've been some references to a couple characters that I think might have been from that. I don't know for sure, but anyway. Oh, and one is from one of the games. One of the games was referenced. I think one of the point and click ones.
No, probably the Atlantis one. That's one that people seem to like.
Oh yeah, but that is my Warp Zone pick. I've been playing that. It's on, I think, also on PC, but
It
I have it
is,
on Xbox Game Pass.
and it'll be on the PlayStation eventually.
Yes, and play it
Okay.
if yeah, play it.
So my Warp Zone pick, the thing I played, it has a little bit of overlap with your choice. It's also a game where there's an investigator at the center of it. You do, some exploring and snooping around, but instead of an archaeologist, you're playing a cop. Of course, I'm talking about Mind Cop.
What is Mind? Is that related to RoboCop?
I have never seen RoboCop, so I can't say for sure, but I'm going to guess no.
Okay, well, what is this Mind Cop?
So, Mind Cop, you are a detective investigating a murder in a small town. It definitely has, shades of Twin Peaks to it. It definitely feels like that was a big inspiration. The one thing that kind of sets it off in kind of its own direction is you have the ability to enter people's minds, and then so
Whoa.
when you're interrogating people, you start out, you ask them questions, you go through dialogue trees, and then eventually you have the option to go into their mind, which is really surreal, and you're able to get, maybe information that they were withholding from you by going into their mind. But
Ooh.
it's not always very straightforward. Some of it is kind of like you see some like weird like dreamlike imagery, and you have to kind of interpret what you think it means. So that stuff's really cool and fun. But it also has a like a timed element to it. So you have like 4 days to solve this murder. And so the game's broken into these four segments, and it's open right away. So you can go, it's like a row of like I think maybe like 8 different houses and a few different locations. There's a bar, and you can go to any of these places and talk to any of the townspeople, and you can kind of investigate certain areas, look for clues, get different objects that you can send to forensics to get more information on it. But everything you do, there's a time there's like a time usage tied to it. So like if you found like a big stack of boxes, you could go through it, but it's like that'll take a little bit of time, so it'll take give you like 45 minutes. You'll take 45 minutes to go through this stack of boxes, but you only have 7 hours every day, so you have to kind of pick and choose how you use your time for the day.
Ooh.
If you're going to go digging through garbage for clues, or talking to different people, and that stuff I think was all very fun. It's it's well written. I think it's it has some funny parts to it, and it's I don't know. It just reminds me that like the things I really like about the first season of Twin Peaks, like the kind of uncovering even stuff that's not related to the murder, but like how these different people in the town are connected to one another and their history. Um, and then by the end of the fourth day, you have to kind of pick who you think the murderer is, and then eventually you're either right or wrong. If you're wrong, you get the option to start back at the beginning, but you take some of the information you have through and you can replay it and try again. But I solved it. Um, Maybe through a little bit of luck. I kind of went down a couple of rabbit holes that ended up paying off, and I was able to piece some stuff together. But it's really cool because it doesn't really hold your hand, and like point you where to go. So I could see maybe missing some big parts of it, and there even I didn't want to play it again because there are things in the town that I still don't fully understand why they are the way they are. So it might have a little bit of
Ooh.
replay value, but the whole thing took me about 4 hours to play, and I just really enjoyed it. I played it on the Switch. It's also on PlayStation and computer, I believe. But if you're looking for like a fun, short investigator title, I think Mind Cop is worth your time.
Ooh, that does sound interesting. I checked if it was on Xbox while you were talking because you told me already, but it was not. So I might get it on Steam sometime.
Yeah, Steam or the Switch. The Switch version was fine.
My Switch is free.
No, it's not free. I said, the Switch is fine.
Oh,
I think I got it. I think I got it on sale on the Switch for like $10.
oh. Well, it is on my wish list now of wanting to play that game because I love investigative games. There's actually one I need to talk about more another time called Curse of the Golden Idol. That's a very good deductive puzzle game.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one. I look forward to hearing about that.
It is. I will say just briefly, not as a full thing or whatever, that it is. You don't go in their mind like probably as full as you do, but like you see a scene, multiple areas, but there's like a scene where someone has now died and time's kind of frozen right there. But you can point and click around to the different areas, investigate stuff, look for clues on places. You can click people, and you get like one thing that they're thinking at that moment, and you can see the contents of their pockets.
Huh.
And then you collect clues from that information to figure out. It's not even to like solve the crime. You're not like a character who's there. It's more of figure out what is happening, and all of the mysteries are connected in one long story following this golden idol.
Interesting. And is that on the Xbox?
It it was on Steam originally. I know that they have ported it to Xbox and I think PlayStation and maybe Switch. I don't know. And they made a sequel recently that I've not played yet. That is, I'm excited to play.
Hmm.
Mind Cop sounds really cool though.
Yeah, I like it. I think even at the beginning of the game, they suggest that maybe you might want to pull out like a notebook and take notes, which
Oh, I love
I,
that.
I didn't feel like getting a notebook, so I didn't. But I could definitely see how that would have been beneficial to me in some areas.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yep. So that's another successful segment of the podcast. Who's left on the old white elephant list?
Next on the list is Chad Snyder.
Oh, Chad Snyder. Uh,
It's
all right.
poorly wrapped. Let me open it. It's a mug that says
Oh,
"World's Best Chad."
well, that is lucky indeed.
This is feeling kind of weird now. Is this rigged?
I mean, it's definitely worth looking into because what are the odds?
Mrs. Panther, she has gotten. Oh, it's a little plush panther, and
No.
on its paw there's a little tag that I'm not going to cooperate with, but it says "Push my paw to hear Christmas carols in an operatic voice." I'm not going to do that.
Oh, well, come on. Maybe for the after show we can hear that plush panther sing.
Well, we'll see. FizzBiz got a bottle of official HappyCast energy drink. Oh, that's Spew. She got a bottle of Spew.
Oh, wow. I thought they stopped making that stuff years ago.
I mean, it might be one of those old bottles. I think I still have a glass bottle of Coke that's old somewhere sitting around.
It's a vintage can of Spew. Or is it a bottle?
This is the bottle. We got Trent, listener Trent Armstrong of Manor's Cast Trent. Looks like it is a t-shirt, and it says, I binged every HappyCast episode, and all I got was this shirt.
I mean, that is a lot of, podcasts to listen to, so at least you got the shirt, I guess.
If you mean it literally, that's about just over 8 days worth of audio.
Oh, wow.
That would take a while. Stevis June's got one too. Unrelated.
I don't know, different guy. They don't know each other, I don't think.
It is a holiday scarf embroidered with Junst season greetings. That's weird.
That is weird.
Anton Bruckner got one. It is, the box says it's a music box that only plays Jingle Bells but takes 45 minutes to finish.
Oh, that extra rare 45-minute edition of Jingle Bells.
Now, I don't know who would want that, but I guess it's his now. Let's see. Oh, the new Today. We can't forget the new Today.
No, of course not.
It looks like it's a futuristic mood calendar, but it only has one day marked, and it says today.
The mood today? I don't know.
I don't know. And Birdie Shoes has a set of birdhouse-shaped ornaments in the form of tiny shoes.
Yeah, no, this can't be a coincidence now, right?
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. I don't know what is going on. Oh, I guess my mom, we have to pull hers out still. She got, it's a notebook that says listeners' notes, favorite HappyCast moments. And it's empty.
Oh.
Well, maybe she's supposed to fill it up. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was a sick burn.
Oh, I hope not.
All of our greatest hits, and it's empty.
Well, we still have us, and don't forget, we have Santa and Orson Slade. But maybe we should do that for the very end.
Sure, we'll save that. The only thing we have left now is listener feedback.
Mail time. Hey, you know what that means? Mail time.
Welcome. You've got mail. Goodbye.
Ben talked about it earlier, but I will reiterate. You can contact us through email at happycastfeedback@gmail.com or give us a phone call through our voicemail line. Ben, what's that number?
177 Happy Bus.
All aboard the Happy Bus. Call in, share your happy hours of Bumper Patrols, and we'll cover it here on the show. Ben, do we have any feedback this week?
We have 2-ish things.
No, 2-ish. Okay. What do we got?
We have one thing from the Wootinator.
Oh, right. Old friend of the show, the Wootinator. It's he's saying a happy hour, right?
It is, yes. He says he's behind, but plans to catch up soon, and submits a happy hour submission for whenever we record next, which is right now, and I don't know what this is. It says it is the Walk of Life Project.
The Walk of Life Project.
Yeah, it says, hypothesis, Walk of Life by Dire Straits is the perfect song to end any movie.
I'm not familiar with the song. I don't think. Maybe if I heard it, it'll ring a bell.
It looks like that the website has just put that song over the final scene of a lot of movies.
That sounds good. I like that idea.
I'll probably drop a tiny bit of the song in here somewhere once I look it up, and we should ask Boot more about that in the future.
Sure, absolutely. What's the website where you can find this?
It is wolproject.com.
Okay. Well, I look forward to checking that out after the pod and watch some of these movie endings.
And we have feedback from Robbo.
Oh, Robbo. What does old Robbo have to say?
Robbo says, Hi, guys. Thanks for the latest podcast. Talking of donuts, have you heard of or tried a Duffin?
I've never had a Duffin before. I'm assuming that's a Dutch muffin.
It is, according to him, it's a donut muffin hybrid available in the UK.
Oh, one of those UK exclusive donuts.
Stupid country exclusivity.
It's a timed
Agreements.
exclusivity. I think it's going to come over to America in spring.
Oh, spring 2025, we get the Duffin?
We get the Duffin, finally.
Oh, it says if you can get them in the USA, it's definitely worth a food challenge segment in a future edition. And you can wash it down with the classic cinnamon jam jelly donut smoothie.
Is this real life, Ben? I don't know. That sounds pretty good.
I do want to try that. The thing is, Robbo didn't say if the Duffin was good or
Ooh,
bad.
right. Good point. Just that we should try it.
Just that we should try one, which makes me a little bit nervous.
Good point.
But I think I will try to look for one sometime. The cinnamon jam smoothie looks good. I do like the look of it.
Well, I will also do my best to track down a Duffin, and if I do, I will report back to the show.
Oh, I am excited to hear. And that's our feedback.
All right. Well, thank you, Woot. Thank you, Robbo. So I guess the only business we have left to attend to is the White Elephant game.
Yeah, but we can do that after we close out, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll wrap up the old show here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another episode. And until next time, remember,
Stay
eat happy. Oh, all right. I think that went pretty well. I feel good about the podcast. I think the party's
Another
gone well.
podcast in the books, as you say.
Another one in the books. This podcast
In the ears.
is a book now.
Oh, we have the HappyCast. The book is finally coming out.
Yet spring of 2025.
Oh, is it exclusive?
It's exclusive to Borders, which is a bummer because they don't exist anymore.
Oh, I thought we made the deal so it was exclusive only in the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid in Memphis.
We
can't even sell it here?
No, we wanted to do that, but we just couldn't hammer out the details. They wanted like too much percentage of the sales.
We didn't want that fish on the cover.
Yeah, that's kind of a deal breaker for them.
Well, we only have 2 gifts left. We have ours, and we have Orson Slade. Which one do you think we should go for? I mean, I guess it's supposed to be random, but I'll let you choose.
Let's do Orson Slade.
Okay, all right. Orson Slade, his gift is it's I'm sorry, Santa. It looks like it is the property deed for Santa's workshop in the North Pole. I thought mixing this up would make it so he wouldn't get it.
I mean, that was the plan. We were supposed to get it.
Oh. Well, there's only one thing left, and it's the gift that I packaged for us.
Well, we could open it, or we could steal.
What do you think? Listeners, what do you think we should do?
I didn't know we had an interactive element now. I like it.
Oh, well, we do. I mean, we could have, but no one has called in to switch up any of their presents so far. So I guess it's all up to us.
Well, we set all this up to get the deed to the workshops. I think that's the only thing we can do is we have to take the deed.
All right, you're going to choose to steal. Well, that means I have to give the present that I packaged over to Slade, and it is the HappyCast.
The podcast?
I'm sorry. I thought we had to have a pretty big present, so I submitted the ownership of the HappyCast. I didn't think he was going to get it back.
That's pretty big. We could have gone like a step or two below that.
Well, I put you in charge of the book publishing, and you put me in charge of picking a present.
Oh man. So So this means in 2025, Orson Slade is in control of the podcast again.
Walk of life, yeah, you do the walk of life. Here comes Johnny, gonna tell you the story. Hand me now my walking shoes. Here comes Johnny with the power and the glory. Backbeat, the talking blues. He got the action, he got the motion. And the boy can play a dedication, devotion, it's turning all the night time into the day. A song about a sweet love of woman. They do the song about the night. Then they do the walk. Do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk of life. Here comes Johnny singing oldies goldies. Be Babalula, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the tunnel trying to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. The dedication, devotion, the turning all the nighttime into the day. And after all the violence and double talk, it's just a song in all the trouble and the strife. You do the walk. Yeah, you do the walk of life. You do the walk of life. Woo.
That's the podcast. Bye.